That's a big log, you know, they look at it as 8 by 8, but it's deceiving. It's a lot of wood. You take a round log, that 8 by 8, it's about equivalent to almost an 11-inch round log. So let's get going. Here we go.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
A lot of these athletes taking the top one out first, and there is such a science to this. They'll do 1 and 1. Again, they're cutting from the top down. And most of these athletes showing up with an axe, a box of axes. Oh, and by the way, each axe is worth $650. So thousands of dollars of equipment brought to the show here.
They look nice and shiny. A lot of people think they're stainless steel, but they're actually just polished to that shine. And they are razor sharp. These axes are razor sharp. So they weigh about 5 pounds. Ladies will have probably a 26 to 27 inch handle. The guys will have a little bit longer handle. As we get down into the smaller wood, we have 2 of the ladies around to their second side.
Facing the stage, Naomi Weed on the left, Hannah Morrill in the middle, Bridget Lamprey all the way to the right, again facing the stage. It's going to be very close between Bridget and Naomi, and it can be so deceiving, the lower fibers in these logs. I tell you, 8 by 8 is one of the most difficult blocks to cut in the world. And Naomi, here we go. Bridget, oh, Naomi's done down there. She's done down there. I missed that whole thing.
Yeah, and
Bridget
she got off
second.
She got off just in the nick of time. Her block came loose in the stanchion, and it was wiggling around here. And I was saying, man, I hope that comes. And it did. It severed just before the block came undone. So she's got a time. 2 times now as we let's get behind Hannah here in the middle, gang, and cheer her on. True Lumberjack form, usually the last competitor to get their block finished. We usually give them a big round of applause. And she's getting down into what we call the small wood. So the bigger chips are gone out, and she's getting in there a little bit closer to finishing this block off. And you'll notice that they follow a pattern, and they usually draw these red lines or black lines on their block. They want to follow that as close as they can when they're chopping the block off. And she's getting down into the smaller wood. They like to break the top of the block first. So if they get that broken at the top, and then they can work their way down through to the bottom, and it usually comes off fairly smoothly. A lot of these competitors getting their start at the collegiate level. Do a little bit of chopping there, and usually they'll chop square wood when they're at a collegiate show. So this wood is not a strange thing to these ladies. They've done it before. Hannah's digging deep. Let's keep cheering her on. Give her a little bit of encouragement as she gets down and gets ready to drive this thing off. It's starting to move there now. She's going to break the top. You see, that's what they're hollering to her. So there, her axe is through at the top, and she'll work her way down through and get a time on this. It doesn't really matter how you place in the event. You need to get a good time. So we'll have a couple of more heats of this coming right up. It's coming. Right after this heat, we'll have the ladies underhand. So ladies, have your axes ready to go. That's coming up after this first heat of the men's springboard chop.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Donald Lambert coming out of Quebec in the black, nearest to the stands. One of the most veteran athletes out there, but just does not make mistakes. It's very rare that you see Donald Lambert out by, and there you go. A shallow bottom pocket. Billy Cornelius struggling with a springboard as of late, but he's always right there, one hit away from being back in the race. Billy Cornelius in the orange. Not sure about that top pocket. Again, looks good now, but will that board start sagging again, driving off that back leg?
Looks pretty solid right now. Billy Cornelius, a good second board. That's what you want. They're chopping 8 by 8 squares on the top, white pine. So it's nice wood. They don't have to stay there long, but he's got a good board. Ben Marshall, also another good board. There's Kyle Whitmore, another good board. So
Whitmore, Billy Keneal is running away with this. Again, he's going to stay in the front. He says, I've got all that backwood up. Donald Lambert just getting up to Billy. The downward slicing says, I don't need an up hit. Why? Let's just slice this thing off. If he has enough wood cut out on the far side.
it is starting to go there. There it is for Billy Keneal, first one on the ground. And Ben Marshall also putting a huge hole in the front of his. Kyle Whitmore and Don Lambert playing catch-up, but they're doing a great job in this nice white pine.
And Ben took a look to the backside, said, let me take a couple more hits in the front. And Ben is going to, again, slice that backwood up. Donald Lambert, a beautiful scarf, but that just haunted him, that bottom pocket giving away.
Ben Marshall, second one on the ground in this heat. Kyle Whitmore chasing his Don Lambert. Come from behind and passes Kyle. Kyle doing a good job here on his second board, getting into the small wood now. We'll put a few drivers out before it's off.
Well, Billy's got to be happy with that, though. Billy Keneal, you got to give him a lot of credit. A beautiful scarf, look at a 45-degree angle. Beautiful, hit his lines dead on.
I'm good, Jerry. Nope, you're good.
Loaded heat, Jack and Jill, heat 2. Allie and Ben, and Megan and Brad, Katie and Rod, Darcy and Rich. Watch Darcy and Rich all the way to the fight on and 4.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Again, he's throwing a hang on 3. That's going to open up the window. Look at Darcy and Rich. Stand number 4. Are they going to take this heat? Yes. Followed closely by Allie and Ben on 1, but a hang. Unfortunate hang on the Cumberlands on 2, on 3. And they're laughing about it right now. You have to, you just got to almost get away from it for a while, stop thinking about it, and just let it come back on its own. So it's great to see Billy Keneal is back in the fight in the springboard event.
Well, the X sheets are coming off. To finish off our field here, we have Rob Aslan. He's the next one. Coming from the left to the right for you, Eric Piazza here in the middle, and then Tim. So our crafty veterans here in the middle taking on the young guns on each end.
Keep an eye on Piazza in the middle in the green. Watch Piazza.
Competitors, this is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Piazza right on the gun here.
Nice, Matt.
Again, they're going to be getting that near wood out, cutting across the lawn. Firm white pine today. What is up with this New England white pine? It is all there.
Eric, first one to make the switch to side number 2. Rob was not far behind as the other note, and now we have Matt Lewis joining them on the second side here.
Aslan drawing him in the, oh, Piazza split that log. 1 hit. Great job. Rob Aslan just 1 hit behind Piazza. And that is some firm white pine.
Yeah, Tim. Woo.
We'll keep going for Tim Maroka here. It's amazing, Rob, the difference between a flat hit and as soon as you put some slope, some 45-degree slope or more, those fibers, the axes work. Sometimes you bring out, again, a box of axes, you try them all, and there's just one axe that will outcut the rest.
Yeah, they're all ground quite differently. Some, a lot of chisel grinds, there's banana grinds, flat grinds, but usually one will chop better.
Yep.
Tim might go a little bit deep in the box for his underhand chop, but he's almost there now. Is he going to
Yeah,
drive?
he put a big front in there. There he goes.
Thank you.
Works 4 pairs.
Competitors, this is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off. Square wood song. They're making really
Kitty!
Look at this. 2 cuts in this 10 by 10 white pine. Hey, how about that's going to be Calvin Willard and Katie Dangerous right there in the just about the center of the last pair, getting down here on the end. Bridget and Smith on the young guns.
Competitors, this is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
The time's going to drop. Ooh, quickly there, AJ Fletcher. A scary glance there. He's looking at his shoe. They do have a chainmail sock that covers the foot.
Come on, AJ.
Under and over and up the shin. AJ Fletcher taking a look. He's going to need a new shoe after this event. Vince Mayfield. Oh, Sheridan Doyle. What happened there? What was that? On stand number 2, Doyle.
Doyle was telling me earlier he had a 14-second chop just the other weekend, and man, he's continuing on this roll. He annihilated this 8x8 pine here on stage. Great job, Sheridan.
Brian Jones on 1, Justin Pavo. Piazza. Piazza had a great chop and standing block. One is heated standing. Rain jackets to sunscreen. Here we go. Heat 2 of the men's underhand.
Competitors, this is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
These athletes had these patterns. A lot of them go a 1 and 1, getting the top
Matt,
wood
get
out of
into
their
it.
way. Just driving
Pick
with
it up,
heel
Matt.
block, slicing down through. Eric Piazza, center stage, again, won his heat of the standing block, and he got the slope.
Come
He
on,
does. Beautiful
Come on,
slope.
Rod. Take it.
Eric says that's the name of the game. Followed close by my co-announcer, Rod Cumberland. Down on 6, great cut by Cumberland. And Piazza, just hard to control his emotion out there. We'll try to settle him down in a moment. Here you go, Piazza.
Yeah, Justin.
Let's keep it going for Pavo.
Woo!
One of our sponsors of today's show. Big round of applause when he comes out. There you go, buddy.
Yay.
And Justin. And we're looking at about $10,000 worth of cross cuts out here. They're making sure there's nice, clean white pine. 2 cuts, 8x8. Watch not just the speed, the start, but the transition. And these athletes, they train this. Here we go.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
It's going to be tight. Advance, stand 3. Piazza looking to win every heat he's in today. Jones boys are reeling him in. It's going to be, they got that disc. On stand 3, the disc broke. They kept the saw in the cut. They did cut the entire disc. So as long as the entire disc is
Here at
cut.
the Lancaster Fair 2025, and they're going to be chasing down that time of 1 minute 7 seconds set by Bill Cornelius in the first heat. So these are white pine uprights, so a little bit softer wood and a little bit more prone to a saggy board, so the guys will have to make sure they have a couple of extra pokes in there to make sure they're into a nice V as deep in the pole as they can get before they jump up on that second board.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
AJ Fletcher, first one to strike the
Come on,
axe to the
AJ!
pole. So he's wasting no time at all getting that axe into the wood. Three guys up already on their first board. Super Dave went back. He didn't like that
You
first
can't read
pocket, so he
any
went back and
numbers.
cleaned it
Just
out a
let
little
me
bit more.
know.
Other guys going back and cleaning out here as well, so a little bit of
It was
time.
hard when it was like raining up here. It rained?
Brad Jones is up. Calvin Willard is up. They're both getting into the smaller wood here right now, wailing away on this 8x8 white pine. Calvin doing big, strong strokes here as he gets into that small wood. Jesse cutting a good, solid board. Brad's is dropping just a little bit, but he's only got to get through that 8x8 as AJ gets ready for set number 2. And there it is, Calvin Willard chasing down that minute 7 seconds. Go check his time in a bit, see how well he did as Jesse Cutting turns around to side number 2. Him and Brad Jones racing here, but it's Jesse Cutting. He had the work done on the front and getting that 8x8 on the ground. One more swing for Brad. There it is. He's got to take that little whisker off. And he's down as AJ's getting into the front of his block. AJ just graduated from college here about 4 or 5 years ago, so he's relatively a newcomer in the sport. Doing a great job here in the springboard chop.
Come on, AJ!
And he's around to side number 2. Men's crosscut right after this heat of the springboard. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Second heat of the men's springboard.
Competitors, this is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Don Lambert, first one into the wood on this standing block chop. And it looks like he's got a pretty sweet block. He gets set to put some drivers in. All the guys put drivers in, and they're all switching around same time to side number 2, so we're on some fast times here. In this heat, Richard Jordan looking at putting some drivers in, but it's Don Lambert here on stand number 4, getting her done first. Number 2, that's a pretty good chop there in the middle from Spencer. Rich Jordan had a little bit of trouble there. His block split. He had to be a little bit ginger to make sure it come off. There's Chris.
Good, Jerry.
Competitors, this is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, you may be looking at a couple of the fastest times here. Watch the stand. The heat. Stand number 2, the team on 2. May Seal and Sheridan Doyle out thin, second disc, and they've got it. So they got 4 inches of wood to make 2 complete discs. Now, right now,
Parts all over. Bench 4.
we're talking about one of the best saw filers in the world. He's down there on 1. Teamed up with Evan Fluelli. So keep an eye on this team. Stand number 1.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, and they are exploding off top. Stand number 3, though, with a slight lead. This could go happen right here. Stand number 3, 70 plate. Whoa. I don't know how you saw it, Rod. I saw a 3.
The open adult walk product.
Competitors, this is your start.
Out back, we're looking for 6
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
All off on the word go. Fast cuts. Look at number 3 making fast work of this 10x10. Cutting right behind him, but it's bench number 3, Super Dave Jewett and Ben Marshall. All is quiet, but not for long.
Smell that alcohol. Couple of the saws in the middle that got the pipe running. That Marshall saw the 2 pipe running underneath the power head. Put the saw a little bit of advantage in the top handle, a little closer to the athlete.
Hands to the 1. This is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, mayhem! 4. Looks like the saw died on 4. Maciel was the fastest.
After that springboard chop on
That's a damn right, buddy. After that springboard crash and burn, I go, hang on, the day's going to be saved here. This crosscut.
Well, that was a good race. So that was all 3 teams were off pretty close.
Well, you know, Ben and I, we talk about that. Short saw, a 5-foot saw, a short saw, and flat, like we were talking about. Incredibly easy. I told Ben, I said, put that saw away. That is a lethal 8x8 weapon.
Well, speaking of lethal, we're going to have the ladies standing block chop coming right.
Competitors, this is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And this is the women's standing block. And boy, you've seen the women's chopping. It's just been blowing timber sports out of the water lately. The world record's been dropping at every show. Look, this stand at number 1, Katie Cumberland. An awesome, massive front. I think she's going to stay right in that, Rod. As we're talking about a huge front end, and look at the beautiful swing. The Darcy Rose in the pink around first. Allie Perch, a massive front. Allie Perch is going to be real in the mid. This is going to come down to 1 or 2 swings, Rod.
Great race here in the ladies standing block as they take out those big chips on the backside.
Darcy Rose, very relaxed. One of the purest swings in the business. A beautiful release at the end. Darcy Rose, and well, there it is, boy. As expected, Katie Cumberland and Allie Perch. She did reel him in. What did I say? It's coming down to 1 hit.
So big Husqvarna here on your right. Husqvarna 3120 all souped up. Looks like a 372 over there. I'm not sure what he has done under the hood. No, this is just a regular saw. So this will be a good race. This is a saw you can buy right off the shelf at your hardware store. And of course this one here is a modified. This baby is modified.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Allie Perch, I'm wondering if that line's remaining though. She's got that second 3.9 seconds from Craig Morris is our new time to beat. 1 heat remaining. Following this heat of 2.
Smelling no gasoline in that. These guys are running fast saws, fast fuel.
Fourth place goes to 32, Parody.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Pedal into the wood.
Lots of power, lots of racket on bench 2 and 4.
So they get a 30-second warm-up. Make sure they're at top dead center and getting the crank exactly where they need it.
Hands to the wood.
Decompressions, hands on the wood.
Counters, this is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, I would say unofficially that's our new leader there. Yeah, I know. You had it right, Brad. Yeah.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Final heat of show number 1. We're going to take a break and we're going to do it all over again. In the meantime, this is the final heat of springboard. Richard Jordan in the black. And he's just put in a beautiful bottom pocket. And down goes Rod Cumberland, my co-announcer. And I had the same problem, but Rob's ahead of me. Richard Jordan, he's looking to take down 101, and that's another beautiful. And again, this white pine logs, beautiful to chop, but they can let you down. Calvin Willard leading this in a 1 minute, 1 second. And Richard Jordan, it's got to be very close. Again, we pay back to 6 places in the springboard. Richard Jordan, beautiful slope. Just textbook pockets. Calvin Willard looking like he may be safe, but Richard Jordan maybe getting in between Willard and Billy Cornelius. Billy Cornelius sitting in second at a 107, 107. And again, these boards some of these poles just letting the athletes down. Jordan, a couple more swings. And he's getting the stubborn far pockets. Look at Richard, he's going to be sitting just over 1 minute in the black. There goes Jordan. Great cut from Richard Jordan. Rod Cumberland, he's going to be in the money here if he gets that thing off. Rod Cumberland, nice backhanded. Sometimes it's awkward. One more on the far side. He's going to take an upcut, and that's going to do it. Sometimes a great decision just to take one upcut, relieve those fibers, saving you 2 hits. So Rod Cumberland took a bit of a spill on that bottom pocket. Unlike me, he kept going though. I said, I had enough of this. Give me the microphone back. Great pockets. Rod decided to wear spikes to dig into those poles. That grass is a bit wet. And Richard Jordan, again, making the adjustments to these white pine poles, knowing you need to just go a little deeper with these pockets. Sometimes we cut tulip poplar down in the Virginias, West Virginia, and it's very firm. The pockets really only have to be about 2 or 3 inches deep at the most, and that's all it takes. But white pine, it's tricky. You've got to get in there deep enough for those clips to get back. Not just a deep pocket. But Rob Aslan says, I'm going to win the axe throw later on. I don't need this nonsense. Rob Aslan in the green says he's going to hang up the springboard.
Predators, this is the start.
Katie, you ready? Yeah.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
All in the wood at the same time. Again, it's 8x8, so it won't take long. Kyle Whitmore first one around to the second side, and Ben Marshall not far behind him. Question is, did they do the work and put a big enough hole in the front of their block? And look at that, Kyle Whitmore getting it done in a hurry. He had a beautiful piece of pipe. Dave Jewett right behind him. Ben and Billy, not impressed.
Katie coming in on 2. Madison Gingras, Katie Gingras. Looks like they're going to be vacant on 3. Allison Perch, boy, check out Ellie, and Darcy Rose on 4. Probably the team to beat on 4.
Predators, this is the start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And look at my 2 cuts here. Oh, a little bit of a stall there on 4. Stand number 1. Going to give him a race. That's 1 disc down. They got 4 inches of wood, and now they are into it on 4. There goes Perch. And nice cut for Darcy Rose and Ellie Perch. They're smiling. A nice clean wood. They got, and they're going to take these, pack up these $3,000 tools and bring them back out.
Omicron Hardware, and of course Northern Tire. Big thanks to those sponsors for today's show.
Predators, this is the start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
All 6 choppers getting right down the distance here. Oh, we have a turn already by young Jordan. Holy mackerel, must have done quick work in the front of his block. First one around 70. We have got 4 around, Rob's around 2. Trevor's around as well. Stevens around. Look at that. Quick work down here at stand number 2. Slightly over 20 seconds on that chop. Unofficial. Oh, on stand 5 right there. So that's Steve's first time here at the Lumberjack show. What a big hand for Steve down here. That's the first time he's chopped wood here at a professional Lumberjack competition. And we've got one of our veterans here, Tim Roca. He's working away here on side number 2. Getting ready to finish her off, and there it is. And it looks like we're getting set to go here.
Predators, this is the start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Kyle Whitmore, first one into the wood, and he's a
Calvin.
followed but quickly by Dave Jewett.
Come on,
And
Calvin.
getting into the small. How about that? That was a photo finish between Kyle Whitmore and Calvin Willard, but the other 3 right on their heels.
Madison Gingras, Katie Gingras. Looks like they're going to be vacant on 3. Allison Perch, boy, check out Ellie, and Darcy Rose on 4. Probably the team to beat on 4.
Predators, this is the start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And look at my 2 cuts here. Oh, a little bit of a stall there on 4.
Drop,
Stand
Ellie.
number 1. Going to give him a race. That's 1 disc down. They got 4 inches of wood, and now they are into it on 4. There goes Perch. And nice cut for Darcy Rose and Ellie Perch. They're smiling. A nice clean wood. They got And going to take these, pack up these $3,000. 2 of the standing block chop. We have 4 in this heat here. Vince Maceo, Rod Cumberland, AJ Fletcher. Stand 4 is vacant. Evan Flewelling rounding it out on 5.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Rod Cumberland got a nice log. Vince Maceo says, I am done. I don't know if he hit a knot. Flewelling turn early. Boy, he's crushing it down here on 4. This log is falling apart. Look at the man on stand number 4. He could potentially take the lead overall if he can get this block off. It is stubborn. And look at that AJ Fletcher. Well, a lot of athletes called it today. They said keep an eye on AJ Fletcher, the man on 3. He's come off and he threw 1 fist skyward. He deserves it. Great.
So 47 seconds and change is the time thereafter. Ladies standing block.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Naomi Weed, first one to hit the block down here on stand number 2.
I believe Katie Cumberland is leading this event right now, followed by Darcy Rose. Like these logs, they are tough today. This firm white pine, and this is going to be won by accuracy today. But we saw Katie Cumberland put a massive front end, beautiful up hits. Allie Perch had beautiful up hits, but the down hits just are as important. She's stair stepping. Each time you do that, it costs you. It's a little bit of axe penetration, and it just adds up and adds up. So accuracy, hit placement, your left-right hit placement, keeping the slope, removing those chips, breaking the wrist. It all comes together. The timing, Rod. Some of the best wood choppers in the world. They don't look like they're doing much, but their timing when the axe hits the wood. You almost have to have a frame by frame to watch how some of the best in the world do it. And you're looking at a couple future champions right here, cutting some of the nastiest white pine I've ever seen. But I gotta say, it's even today. It's nasty for everybody. So showing the best choppers. The best choppers are knowing stay in the front, put a big front in, make your life a little easier in the back. But it's not raining.
Red lock chops. We're at 1:30 right now. Girls are doing a fine job here. Big fronts in both these logs, but now they just have to get to the smaller wood. Getting a little discouraged. How about cheering them on here, gang? Keep their spirits up. Keep them in it. Hanging with it here in the ladies standing block chop. This is our last ladies standing block of the day.
As those far wood fibers so stubborn, it's tough to see where the athletes stand. It's tough to see that far wood. A lot of times they need a second, another athlete on the far side telling them just to hang steel, hang the axe out the far side of the wood. There you go. Looks like we got some movement. And again, it's those far wood fibers. What is holding this?
There it is. One down, one to go.
And I've never seen logs suffer from separation anxiety more than today.
But they're not lefties.
Let's get behind Naomi. She's doing a great job here. She's getting down to the small wood.
You can see too. Yeah.
Yep, there they are. What is holding this log together? That's it. She found it. She found those far fibers right there.
I don't get what you're asking.
As you come to a point, you put the middle of the axe right on that point. It just draws the axe into the wood, lifts the wood.
Let's start.
Sometimes, a thinner axe isn't always the solution. You need something a little fatter to pry the fibers apart, let the blade travel.
Just reach out a little bit, let that axe hang out of this far wood here, and cut that far corner off. And there it is. 3 minutes and 33 seconds. And number 4, we call him the Energizer Bunny. Headed towards 70 years old and still running with the young guns in this Lumberjack world, Don Lambert. Incredible stamina for a competitor.
And watch 3 as well. Billy Keneally's having a great age thing as well. Jesse Cutting on 5 in the red.
Competitors, this is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's see if they can turn. We saw Jordan is around first. Billy Keneally has got the top out. Billy's going to start driving soon. Lambert, a tough log. Billy Cornelius is driving. Could it be Jordan? Jesse Cutting on the end. Oh, no, it's Jordan, followed by Cornelius. Cutting, Lambert, Faustino, the winner of the axe throw down there. On 1. I'm thinking Cal.
We have some ladies in this heat, perfectly capable of picking that time down.
Competitors, this is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Darcy Rose first went into the wood.
Got 57 seconds. Time to look at Darcy Rose.
Come back in.
Perhaps switched axes up. A lot of these athletes have already cut the standing. And Darcy Rose around well under 20 seconds on stand number 1. Darcy Rose, and we talked about the timing, Rod Cumberland. Darcy Rose, a beautiful release, breaking the wrist, letting the nose of the axe slice through the wood. Look at that! Yeah, she ought to be smiling. Unbelievable. That is one of the fastest cuts we've seen here at Lancaster. Darcy Rose. Phenomenal. Let's keep it going for our final 3 athletes. Katie Cumberland. Oh, it's going to be closer between Megan and Allie. But you're looking at your top 4 women's spikes. The dangerous part of wearing the spikes is as you make the turn, Rod, as you've seen, you could step on one of those wood chips and it'll get stuck in your spike, and it's timber sports on ice. In no time, you'll be hitting the deck. Very dangerous, so everyone's wearing the flat-soled shoes, and this is a loaded heat. Let's let them go.
Gentlemen, this is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Massive swings by all these athletes. Jesse Cutting around and 4 as is Calvin Willett. Calvin Willett looking to go 2 for 2 in the chops today. He's got the slope to drive it up. Willard breaking the near and the far. Oh, it's hanging. Willard followed by Jones, followed by Jesse Cutting. Wow, that was a suppression switches. AJ down there making sure it's tethered. Remember, these are throwaway handles, so there is a rule that they must be tethered to stay within their zone.
Competitors, this is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
A great cut from both these athletes.
All 3 saws opting for a fairly short warm-up. Give them lots of time to recoil their starter cord. Get everything else in place, decompression
30
buttons.
seconds.
Big saw on bench number 4. Not sure how many cc's that is, but that's a big saw.
Competitors, hands to the wood. This is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 1, go!
Jordan. Don't count out these modifieds. Every once in a while, the modified athletes that running these modified Husqvarna 3120s, their speed into the wood with the transitions, they're faster in a 10x10 log. Lambert running that bike engine down there, though, he's as fast into the logs as some of these athletes are with the mods.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
I think we got a new leader there. That's looking pretty good. Here on 2.
30 seconds.
And Ben Marshall on 3. We talked about the speed into the log, the starting of the saw, all one motion. Some of the athletes start the saws, then they lift them up. Others, they make it one motion of pulling that starter cord and lifting with the top hand, that front hand.
Hands to the 1. This is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Chris Faustino on 1. He's the winner of the modified hot saw. Trevor Moyer on 2.
30 seconds.
And Ben Marshall on 3. We talked about the speed into the log, the starting of the saw, all one motion. Some of the athletes start the saws, then they lift them up. Others, they make it one motion of pulling that starter cord and lifting with the top hand, that front hand.
Hands to the 1. This is your start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Wow, that is a first.
Yes.
So a 3.6 the time to beat, followed in second place by Marshall at a Well, I'm going to have to put my money on Calvin Willard, the man in the green on stand number 4, all the way to the right. Calvin Willard, known for winning these 10x10s.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Richard Jordan on stand number 1, full throttle. Maybe Richard can give us a thumbs up if that line is remaining. I was like, yeah, buddy. What a cut.
So things cooling off. It's been several minutes since we did the big general warm-up, so of course the Suns need an extra boost here to get going this round, but Both saws are started and we're set to go here. Second to last for the hot saw.
Hands to the wood. You start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
.3 is what they're gunning for. That's how fast it takes.
And it's beatable. You got Vince Mayseal up there in the purple. Don't cut out hunting. But Vince Mayseal won his fair share of hot saws over the years. He's very fast into the wood. Fast operator.
Hands to the wood. You start.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Had a great cut by Vince Mayseal there on 2. He's going to be in the money.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
We go the women's fire build here. Looks like we have
Two teams.
we got Allie Perch, Katie Cumberland, and Megan. I think we have Megan Jones and Hannah Morrow.
No, Naomi and Bridget.
Naomi and Bridget.
No, okay, thank you. Yep, got Naomi and Bridget. We've got fire all ready here. Allison Perch, Katie Cumberland making it look easy. Katie's already got that can just hovering. And what a great idea. She's actually holding the can. There's no rule against that. You can't hold the can, preheat it until she gets that cribbing built. Got the shavings already ignited. Using the springboard pole as a little bit of a wind block. Why not? As soon as they get that can put on, they can just start building this. This happens so fast. This has been done in around the 2-minute range, I believe is the record. So that's one team here with fire going. Okay, 2 teams. We got smoke, both teams. Okay, we got a race on our hands here. Katie Cumberland, no constructing. First of all, the material coming in. Of course, they have to communicate. Communication between the 2 competitors is crucial. Let them know what sort of material they need, if they need more shavings, if they need the pencils, as they call them, bigger or smaller. Of course, a smaller piece of cedar is going to ignite faster, but it won't last as long. So, and the wind has just died down perfectly for this event, and that's just textbooks. Look at this Katie Cumberland. It's got all the horizontal pieces done to support the can. Then she can come in with some pieces on 45 to actually funnel that heat up. Superheat, preheat the top of the can. Totally legal. Well, we got a massive fire now. I better move over here. I'm talking about the Allie Perch, Katie Cumberland team, and we got a great racer, Naomi and Bridget. They got a massive fire. They're all built too, and they are actually they may be taking the race over. This is going to be really close. Look at the massive fire down here from Naomi and Bridget, and that fire is uniform all around that can.
I just don't have an umbrella. I don't know who owns an umbrella.
Maddie, where'd that umbrella go?
See if I can get a better look here.
Need it because ask Ben. He's around the back side there.
This is going to be tight. A little bit of a lean here. A little bit of a lean on the can from Katie and Allie. Naomi and Bridget opted to put the can on top of a 8x10x10 disc, which is totally legal. And it is going to be tight here. We've got some water boiling.
Thank you.
Allie's got some water boiling. It's looking good here. I'd say a slight lead here from the Cumberland Perch team. It is boiling. It's about halfway up the can right now. Boiling, but not. Here it comes. It's going to be very tight, and we've got a time. And that's going to be one of the closest. This is going to be just within seconds. And Naomi and Bridget are just about, 15 seconds away from this boiling over. Then we're going to go into the next men's heat. Billy Canillas, Rob Aslan, Craig Forrest, Trevor Mullinger, Marshall Jewett, Brad Jones, and Brian Jones.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Now this is the first heat of the first time ever doing the most ridiculous event ever created from Ben Marshall. This is a fire build because it's not difficult enough on the ground. We're going to elevate it. And Calvin Willard here of Barnett, Vermont, he's got a great idea. He's going to cut both pockets for for himself and Donald Lambert. And he's got two beauties right away. So Calvin Willard is up there waiting patiently for the material to build his fire. Donald Lambert down about constructing all the material. And it's going to start with shavings. That's step number one. He's got the shavings, he's got his match. Brad Jones, the Jones brothers down there, they got two beautiful boards. So once they get the fires going, you can't build the fire unless you are standing on the board. Once they get the fires built, they're going to build this cribbing. Then they're going to put a can of water with a little bit of soap in it, and they're going to get the fire going. But hey, you can't do that, Rod Cumberland. You got to be on your board, buddy. There you go. Yep. So Calvin Willard, we got Calvin Willard and Donald Lambert. Once Calvin gets that fire going, they can get the can up there and start to heat that water. A lot of different strategies here, but we got some fire already. AJ Fletcher and Rod Cumberland. Looks like they're the first athletes to get the fire actually going, and it's going incredibly well. So Rod Cumberland, yep, getting the material up there. He's already got the can. Well, what a come from behind. Here you go. Cumberland Fletcher. Oh, trouble. Calvin Willard, they're allowed to go to the judge to get another match. And look at this. They are flying. Rod Cumberland, my co-announcer here, he's even got an axe specifically for the job, a perfect small axe. And look at this. Awesome. Rod Cumberland's got a chainmail glove on his left hand, protecting that hand from the axe. And look at the amount of biomass going up here. AJ Fletcher in the orange hat. and they've even got a bit of a crosswind. Nevertheless, that fire is raging. Now they can block the wind. Looks like they've got enough to stay up there, both of these athletes on these boards, and they are flying. Now, we talked earlier about the Canadians just dominating this event, and Rod Cumberland coming out of New Brunswick. And AJ Fletcher here had a great day, got a great standing block today. Watch your fingers, buddy. And they got such a great fire going. They're going to need more of that kiln-dried cedar. And these fire builders, they appreciate it when the show provides them with nice dry cedar. We're going to be paying back to 6 spots. So the other the other 4 teams here struggling. Of course, whoever wins this today will own the world record for this event. AJ pushing the rules a little bit. He's decided he's kind of on the springboard here. AJ, that crosswind, hey, at least it's not raining. It's not raining. Oh, here it comes. I spoke too early. Once they get that fire going, though, they've got the cribbing. Look at this team in the orange hat. The Cumberland Fletcher team here, and Rod Cumberland saying, let it burn. If sometimes you blow on, you're just blowing the heat away from the can, and it is going now. So there is a balance of how much you feed oxygen in and how much you're actually just blowing the heat away. So, but they are running away with this right now. Now here comes the other American-Canadian team of Donald Lambert and Calvin Willard. They had to go to get a second match, but they made a great comeback here. And some of these athletes have said, look, I've never touched spring, but I've done fire build plenty of times, and they've got fire on the ground. So the pole they're standing on may actually be up in flames before the fire actually boils the can of soapy water up. Jake Fletcher. He's got fire underneath him. He's got it in front of him. And it's not proper fire build unless someone's hair is singed. So far we are looking pretty good. I'm not so sure about this team close enough to the bleachers with the foot on the block if that's legal. Calvin Willard and Donald Lambert, they're in the fight here. And there is just smoke and fire and mayhem everywhere. AJ Fletcher jumped down to get some of the burning embers off the ground. Say, hey, these things are hot, let's get them back up here. Look at this though, Calvin Willard and Donald Lambert, and they're back in the game now. It's the 2 poles farthest to your left here.
Matt, don't let your kid fall over!
Fire, there's smoke, wind, rain. Oh, and look at this! Man, what a come from behind. That would have been a great shot. I hope you got that, Allie. That was a great photo. The handshake over top
Matt,
of the
watch your can!
springboard pole. I'm not sure what happened with Cumberland and Fletcher, but we got another team down here. Are the Joneses, are you done with the Joneses? Still looking for second place with 1 heat remaining. And I thought it was going to come down to who cut their pockets the fastest. And it really didn't come down to that. And we've got second place right there. And that can, it was coming over. It's barely being supported. And we're still waiting on... Justin Pabo down there. Throwing some oxygen in us. We're still looking for a third place time. That's one of the first times I've seen the first team to actually light the fire fell back in the placings. And it's just like a strange atmospheric anomaly. There you go, we go to timers. That's, I believe, our third place time here. Faustino, looking to fall in the number 4 position with 1 heat remaining. I believe we go to a women's fire build remaining. So in the next heat, it's going to be Allison Perch, Katie Cumberland, Naomi Weed, Bridget Lamprey, Megan Jones, and Hannah Morrill be up in the women's fire build. And then there will be 2 more heats of the men's fire build following that. That will wrap up the day from this.
So we're just about set to go here. Last heat, men's kettle boil. Lots of money on the line in this event.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off. Remember, there has to be 2 springboard notches in the tree. And both men must boil.
Hey Tim,
on
you're gonna
the
have to move.
springboards.
So is Allie. Sorry.
Super Dave Jewett putting the notches in for his team. Eric Biaggi
Listen, this
putting
is
the notches
very
in for his
important,
team. Jesse
okay?
Cutting putting his second notch in, and Billy Cornelius putting his final notch in. Setting the boards, just like we're just about set to get up and start building and burning. Lots of good shavings over here. The Cornelius team. Cornelius and Ashland doing a great job here. Now they're in the pencils. No flame yet. Taking their time, getting everything set.
Your axe! The axe!
The shavings are up on top of all 4 poles. And there's fire. Lots of fire up here now. 3 matches going. Lots of pencils coming up over here. Cornelius and Aslan doing a great job. They're getting their pencils up. The fire's going. And the kettle is on. Kettle is on. As Billy demands more wood for the fire. Jesse Cutting, good little blaze going over there. Working
Yeah,
away, trying to keep
Jesse!
it going as he's waiting for more fuel wood to come up on top of the pole. Oh, look at this. Good. We got a good build over here. It looks fairly uniform. Smoke on 3 poles. The wind begins to kick up, which won't help things a lot. Billy needs a little bit of help over here on this side to block that so that the fire keeps going. After all, I've had a great fire going over here with Billy and Rob, and looks like they're going to have to go back down and start that again. There Eric and Steve have a good fire going over there on pole 5. Looks like it's going good as Ben Marshall sending the orders out for more matches. I thought he had 15 in his mouth. I can't believe he ran out of them already. The rest of us had 4. And they're doing a little bit of wind blockage over here on pole number 2, trying to keep that fire going. Good fire over here now with Eric and Steven. Trying to control it a little bit, contain it around that kettle. Good flame over there on pole 5.
Yeah.
A different foil next year. And we got a lot of flame down there on pole number 5. Ben Marshall got a fire going now. Billy's getting her going again.
Come on, Jesse! Keep it going!
Steve and Eric, great fire going over there on their pole number 5. Billy Cornelius is nursing his along again. Kyle Whitmore, Jesse Cutting trying to keep that wind from blowing their fire out. Ben Marshall's got a good place going over there now. Super Dave Jewett putting a few more pencils to send up to him. Gotta get that kettle on. Billy and Rob are back in the game again. Can they come back from behind now that they're behind a little bit? Good fire over there on pole 5 though. Eric and Steve doing a great job. Fires all the way around the camp. Oh, Billy and Rob, great fire here on the pole number 4.
Jesus!
Doing good for right now. Anybody's game yet? Still anybody's game here in the kettle boil. Oh, both guys have to blow this fire over here on pole 4 is looking good. Losing a little bit of ground over there on pole 5. Super Dave's up now, trying to keep warm. Ben Marshall's doing this good. Jesse Kyle Whitmore has a good place over here now as well. But it's pole number 4 here starting to stride away from the rest of the field. Good flame over here. Kettle's been on. Jesse Cutting and Kyle Whitmore maybe come from behind here. They're containing that fire as best they can. There we go. We've got ourselves a blaze over here on pole number 4. Come from behind, they dismantled it, built it back up again. They're going again, and it's going gangbusters. Other 3 fires still burning away. Jesse Cutting and Kyle Whitmore. Fire going good and strong over there, pulling most of it through the other side. And there it is! Pole number 5. Still money on the line in the men's kettle boil. There it is. Boil number 2. Ben and Dave still working away. They've got it all built up. They just got to keep her boiling, keep her burning. Who will it be?
Dave!
Jewett and Marshall are Cutting and Whitmore. One more placing in the men's kettle boil. So I come down to these last 2 guys. Marshall fire starting to take off now. Cutting trying to hold the fire, the flame in his fire log after it gets boiled over, but I think they're falling to the same fate we had with fire all burning on one side of the can. Marshall sees some life in that can. It's starting to boil. They're putting the flames through it.
Oh my God.
So we're just about set to go here. Last heat, men's kettle boil. Lots of money on the line in this event.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off. Remember, there has to be 2 springboard notches in the tree. And both men must boil
Hey, Tim.
on the springboards. It's going to be boiling.
Sorry.
Super Dave Jewett putting the notches in for his team. Eric Piazza
Listen, this
putting
is
the notches
very
in for his
important,
team. Jesse
okay?
Cutting putting his second notch in. And Billy Cornelius putting his final notch in. Setting the boards. Looks like we're just about set with that one started. Building and burning. Lots of good shavings over here. The Cornelius team. Cornelius and Ashland doing a great job here. Now they're on the pencils. No flame yet. Taking their time, getting everything set.
Your axe. The axe.
The shavings are up on top of all 4 poles. And there's fire. Lots of fire up here now. 3 matches going. Lots of pencils coming up over here. Cornelius and Aslan doing a great job. They're getting their pencils up. The fire's going. And the kettle is on. Kettle is on. As Billy demands more wood for the fire. Jesse Cutting put a little blaze going over there. Working
Yeah,
away, trying to keep
Jesse!
it going as he's waiting for more fuel wood to come up on top of the pole. Oh, look at this. Good. We got a good build over here. It looks fairly uniform. Smoke on 3 poles. As the wind begins to kick up, which won't help things a lot. Billy needs a little bit of help over here on this side to block that so that the fire keeps going. After all, I've had a great fire going over here with Billy and Rob, and it looks like they're going to have to go back down and start that again. Eric and Steve have a good fire going over there in 405. Looks like it's going good as Ben Marshall sending the orders out for more matches. I thought he had 15 in his mouth. I can't believe he ran out of them already. The rest of us had 4. And they're doing a little bit of wind blockage over here on pole number 2, trying to keep that fire going. Good fire over here now with Eric and Steven. Trying to control it a little bit, contain it around that kettle. Good flame over there on pole 5. Guaranteed we'll be doing a different boil next year. And we got a lot of flame down there on pole number 5. Ben Marshall's got a fire going now. Billy's getting her going again.
Come on, Jesse! Keep it going!
Steve and Eric, great fire going over there on their pole number 5. Billy Cornelius is nursing his along again. Kyle Whitmore, Jesse Cuddy trying to keep that wind from blowing their fire out. Ben Marshall got a good blaze going over there now. Super Dave Jewitts with a few more pencils to send up to him. Gotta get that kettle on. Billy and Rob are back in the game again. Can they come back from behind now that they're behind a little bit? Good fire over there on pole 5 though. Eric and Steve doing a great job. Fires all the way around the game. Oh, Billy and Rob, great fire here on the pole number 4.
Jesus!
Right now. Anybody's game yet? Still anybody's game here in the kettle boil. Oh, both guys up and close. This fire over here on pole 4 is looking good. Losing a little bit of ground over there on pole 5. Super Day is up now, trying to keep warm. Ben Marshall's doing this great. Jesse Cuddy and Kyle Whitmore have a good place going through now as well. But pole number 4 here starting to stride away from the rest of the field. Good flame over here. Kettle's been on. Jesse Cuddy and Kyle Whitmore making it come from behind here. They're containing that fire as best they can. There we go. We've got ourselves a blaze over here on pole number 4. Come from behind and dismantle it, build it back up again. They're going again, and it's going gangbusters. Other 3 fires still burning away. Jesse Cuddy and Kyle Whitmore's fire going good and strong over there, blowing most of it through the other side. But there it is, pole number 5. Still money on the line in the men's kettle boil. There it is. Boil number 2. Ben and Dave still working away. They've got it all built up. They just got to keep her boiling, keep her burning. Who will it be? Stewart, Marshall, or Cuddy and Whitmore? One more placing in the men's kettle boil. We're going to go down to these last 2 guys. Marshall fire starting to take off now. Cuddy trying to hold the fire, the flame in this fire long enough to get this boiled over, but I think they're falling to the same fate we had. The fire all burning on one side of the can. Marshall sees some life in that can. It's starting to boil. They're putting the flamethrower.
Oh my god.